company. Apple is a technology company that creates, manufactures, develops, and distributes mobile communication and also media device, as well as laptop, portable digital, and also music players. Apple also has provided digital contents and apps from third parties, as well as software, service, networking solutions, and third-party digital content. Besides that, Apple has offered its goods to retail store, online store, third-party cellular network provider, retailers, direct sales around the world. Apple was started by Steve Jobs, Ron Wayne, and Steve Wozniak. Besides that, in 1918, Apple was a public listed company. Next is economic system. Economic system, Apple has contributed in the United States have gone well beyond the 350 billion original in 5 years goal set by the firm in 2018. Apple also has invested over the following 5 years in 20% more in American innovation, which will benefit for every state's economy. Included in this are tens of billions of dollars for research into next generation semiconductor and 5G innovation in 9 US states. Next is political system. Apple, one of the numerous American technology companies with a substantial cash reserve in the United States, where income disparity has emerged as a current political issue. This is leading to proposal for more corporation taxation. Apple is primarily reliant on China more affordable manufacturing. Manufacturing in China may be disturbed or concealed due to social and political upheaval there. In an effort to strengthen American industry, there has also been effort to limit Chinese import into the US. Apple is susceptible to political turmoil in China because of its reliance on Chinese markets and manufacturing. Apple also market share might decline as a result of rising nationalism and anti-American sentiment in China. Apple hegemonic status in the industries like music might raise antitrust issues and put political pressure on the business to be split up or have market dominance reduced. For Apple, potential includes more stable politics in developed national and better trade rules.
Next is legal and political forces. Apple is frequently involved in legal battles over intellectual property, but it has also taken part in cases involving antitrust allegations, consumer protection legislation, charges of unfair business practices, defamation, and corporate espionage, among other things. Wherever they produce goods or offer services for Apple, the company's suppliers are obligated to ensure a safe working environment, treat employees with respect and dignity, behave fairly and ethically, and adopt environmental friendly methods. Moving on to the legal requirement for MNC to penetrate the host country, all applicable trade restrictions, including but not limited to export and sanction regulations, are adhered to by Apple as a global technology corporation. We are committed to upholding these regulations in all of our actions. The dual-use goods and technologies list of the Wassenaar Arrangement does not include any Apple items. The U.S. Export Administration Regulations (EAR) apply to all Apple products exported from the United States. Next is corporate tax. All paid transactions, including applicable taxes, will be billed to your selected payment method, such as a credit card, debit card, gift card, or any other means available in your home country. Your selected payment method in your Apple Wallet may also be charged utilizing the service provided by the Apple Pay service. You agree that Apple may retain and charge the associated payment methods for transactions when you use multiple payment methods with your Apple ID. It may be seen at the very top of the page when you set up payments for your account principal payment method. As for the legal system, people can use the appropriate form to make a claim to the Apple legal team if they think their intellectual property rights have been violated. The Apple website, copyright claims under the DMCA, Google Play, iTunes Book. Another action legal can take is the local small claim court closest to you. A complaint form is normally filed at the county's clerk office. The type of your claim, the amount you are suing for, and the proof you have to back up your claim are some of the facts you must include in the document. Next is political risk. The prospect of a terrorist attack is a serious problem that affects not only this company but the entire country. In order to combat this danger, the company may have to upgrade the security measures in place at various locations as well as its manufacturing facilities and significant retail locations. Employees must be prepared to deal with a terror attack if it happens. Moving on to macro-political risk. This company faces serious risks from the outside business world that could threaten its very existence on the market. Apple's biggest risk in the global market right now is strong competition. Apple Inc.'s biggest competitor on the market right now is Samsung because most of the products that both companies sell are similar. Google, Microsoft, HP, Dell, Toshiba, and a lot of other companies are also big competitors in the market. Apple Inc. also faces a big threat from fake products, especially on the global market. The United States is where most of these company products are sold, but the company's management has been trying to get a bigger share of the market by going after the global market. It has often had trouble doing business on the global market because of fake products, especially from some shady China companies. Next is micro-political risk. As this company tries to deal with threats from the outside, its management must be aware that some threats could come from the way the company works on the inside. One of the biggest internal threats this company faces in the market right now is losing skilled workers to competitors. Even though the company has a low turnover rate, it has lost a number of talented employees to top technology companies like Google Inc. and Microsoft Corporation. The company's current CEO has done a terrific job of bringing people together and providing it with a sense of direction, but there is a fear that disagreements over who is in charge could become a problem at some point, especially during changes of power. During times like these, it may be hard for the top executives to get to the top. Such conflicts could hurt the environment inside the company. Next is ownership risk. The issue of counterfeit products is a major concern for Apple's management. Management frequently patents all of its design to prevent any other company from replicating them, and Apple currently avoids specific areas due to counterfeiting issues. In order to combat the problem of counterfeiting, the management is looking for alternatives to patenting. Stealing designs and other copyrights is a real risk in this business, and it is a very risky one because of the time and money involved. The problem could happen if employees start to feel like they are not getting the respect they want, which could bring this company down in many ways. For the operating risk, Apple Inc.'s management has devised a number of ways to address some of the threats outlined in the section above. Because of the challenge posed by the global competition, the company's top management unit for the highest quality and most affordable price has opted for innovation in both its product manufacturing and marketing strategies. They use the most up-to-date manufacturing equipment. In both domestic and international markets, this company has been able to build a strong reputation thanks to these unique approaches. Employee turnover at this organization was among the lowest in recent history. The management wants to make sure that the company's workforce is highly engaged and productive. Workers at this company are encouraged to participate in major decisions, especially if those decisions will have an impact on them personally or on the places where they work. Lastly is transfer risk. In the section above, the researcher listed some of the most likely threats that this company faces both inside and outside of its walls. In today's uncertain market, it's important to look at some of the chances this company may be able to take. Because of emerging economies, electronic companies like Apple Inc. have a great chance to expand into the global market. Through globalization, emerging economies makes it possible for the company to grow its market share. This company can grow its share of the market in South America, Africa, and some parts of Asia. The growing economy in the US has made it easier for people in the local market to buy things. Apple products are more affordable for more people. Moving on is the modes of entries into international business. Apple Inc. prefers licensing, exporting, and importing tactics as a market entry mode for a certain nation. Due to its advantageous characteristic, licensing is used by Apple Inc. as a market entry strategy instead of other marketing methods like joint ventures, strategic alliance, and etc. Below is a discussion of some of these low risk compared to other market entry strategies like joint ventures and strategic alliance. Licensing involves the least amount of risk, low regulations. Similarly, the firm faces fewer regulatory issues when employing the licensing strategy for entry mode purposes as compared to other modes. Next is exporting. The Apple Corporation sells its goods in various markets around the worldwide. The company trades its goods and intermediary stocks to the buyers and corporate markets through a variety of easily accessible storefronts and merchandising venues. Currently, certain Apple iPhones made in India are being shipped to Europe for sale. Because the company will be engaged in export operations, Apple Inc. chose to employ a direct export entry strategy, which requires it to directly participate in the marketing and sale of its product in North Korea. As a result, the company will need to create an export department that will be responsible for tasks including distribution, product pricing, market research, market contracts, and export documentation. Without making significant long-term investment, a company may employ specialized tactics to reach overseas market. Apple produces its products in China with the help of contract manufacturers. For instance, hundreds of thousands of people are employed by Foxconn, Pegatron, and Wistron to assemble Apple products in China. In 2019, Reuters research of the supplier list revealed that Apple's contract factories in China had added a far higher number of locations than those elsewhere. Moving on to FDI, joint venture. FDI has three methods, which are building new facilities, greenfield strategy, purchasing existing asset in a foreign country, acquisition strategy, and participate in a joint venture. Company Apple Inc. chose to participate in a joint venture with Cisco. Cisco and Apple has been working together on technologies since 2015 to enhance people's connectivity to the digital world.
Next is marketing mix. Marketing mix is the process of conceptualizing, pricing, promotions, and disseminations items, products, and services to foster interactions that can satisfy individual and corporate goals across the national business that can be referred to as international marketing. Next is the product of Apple. Apple is the largest multinational technology company that specializes in consumer electronics, software, and online services. The Apple Company is a well-known and prosperous business worldwide. The marketing mix of business include the tactics and strategies utilized to implement a marketing strategy. The marketing mix primarily emphasizing is on the 4P of marketing, which is product, place, promotions, and pricing. In addition, Apple uses a premium branding focus strategy when it's creating a marketing mix. By using the premium brands, this strategy makes sure that each of the 4 P's contributes to the upkeep of a positive brand image. For instance, Apple costs are consistent with its premium brands and a certain customer opinion that the company products are high value and high quality. Besides that, Apple also uses alternate geocentric approach, often known as a world-oriented strategy, in which it acts totally independently of geography and disgrace country in favor of a more universal viewpoint. Lastly, Apple develops, manufactures, and markets a wide range of technology products, including the Mac, iBook, iPad, iPod, Apple Watch, and Apple TV. Next is pricing. Apple employs a variety of pricing techniques, including freemiums and premium pricing. Offering items at a premium price is a component of the premium pricing strategy. A premium is in theory a sum that is added on top of the standard or common price. As a result of using the premium pricing approach, Apple also charges high price for its goods. For instance, iPhone often costs more than Samsung cell phone. Profit margins are increased via premium pricing. Next is promotions mix. Apple products are 40 advertised via a variety of media and organizations. The corporation states a premium brands recognition and high-end consumer electronics quality, as well as certain items when addressing these 4P factors. Apple is one of the top technology firms in the world. Apple produces everything from earbuds to laptops to smartphones. Despite having 501 physical locations across the world, Apple also made its goods available to third parties and carriers, to the international direct and indirect distribution channel. Apple is able to produce volumes of sales. Apple has to collaborate with several manufacturers all around the world since its devices have a lot of integrated components and it will be challenging for one company to build all of the components.
Next is recruitment of Apple Inc. Third Country National (TCN) is a hiring strategy used by Apple Inc. Apple Inc. employs the geocentric approach, which equalizes PCN, HCN, and TCN. Apple has made significant investment in the hiring process with the main goal of obtaining the ideal skills that can match the company culture. Verbal interviews serve as the foundation for the hiring process, and Apple offers equal employment opportunities to everyone. Effective training and development programs are a crucial part of a learning environment that can increase Apple's capacity to draw in and keep workers with the knowledge and abilities required to produce outcomes for the company. Apple collaborated with Verity and Fair Labor Association, two well-known global human rights organizations, to assess the effectiveness of their social responsibility training. As for the performance appraisal and composition, an appraisal at Apple Inc. is ongoing and serves as a formal chance for personal counseling, motivation wage reviews, and the allocation of merit awards. Apple evaluates its employee performance using two appraisal tools, peer appraisal and 360-degree feedback. Peers provide insight into an individual's interpersonal interaction and talent, while managers are most suited to examine an individual's outcomes and results.
Lastly, the main conclusions can be drawn that the Apple is potential competitor with a device product lineup in the computer and electronic device sector. The business is in a strong financial position and can anticipate a growing stream of revenue and a rise in its market share for each year for the foreseeable future. Apple's strong brand equity is one of its key advantages. Furthermore, the business has robust advertising and branding strategy that has been quite effective in assisting the business in building a strong brand image. Apple's technological edge over its rival is a further area of strength. Apple products also have developed a fashionable and trending reputation is another element that give the company a competitive advantage.